2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Sacramento Kings. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Cade Cunningham.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The vet pair on the wings with LaVine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Dario Saric is out there with Domantas Sabonis. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for Detroit, Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. And it's Duren in at the center position. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now here's Westbrook. Not going to go that time. Here's Duren. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. Shot from the inbound. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Yeah, I question getting into LaVine that much because you know he can do this to you.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
LaVine. Zach LaVine. One shot.
Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
And they pick up 2.
I like going mid-range there. So confident. Harris had it all under control.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about DeMar DeRozan, specifically how you defend him from the mid-range. He said, quote, "It's tough because his footwork is so good. Our goal is to try to push him out farther and make him take threes if possible. And we'll live with those results. We'll see if their defense is up for the task at hand." Back over to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Westbrook against Cunningham. And the shot is good by Westbrook.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Harris on the wing. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. DeRozan looks it over. Shoots over Thompson. True on the 14-footer.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that from DeRozan? The mid-range maestro does it again.
Cunningham up top, pounded by Westbrook. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Ivy. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivy executed the pick perfectly. Westbrook, the pass to Sabonis.
Back to Šarić. Thompson against DeRozan. Shoots a fadeaway. Detroit with a rebound. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings. Came away with a win.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
Well, and coaches will sometimes complain about an inconsistent whistle from the refs, but credit them for the level of aggression to make things happen.
And it's Cunningham missing. Kings trail by 5. Šarić, the pass to Westbrook. And here is DeRozan. Shoots over Thompson, and DeRozan gets it to go.
Well, DeRozan is a big-time scorer. Off the dribble, off the catch, he can do it all.
Detroit has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Ivy outside. Thompson outside. Kicks it out to Cunningham, and the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at Sacramento, way down in the conference standings. Lots of ground to make up in the final half of the year.
Right now, for Sacramento, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
6 on the shot clock. LaVine passes to Sabonis, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, once Sabonis gets near the hoop, he's so good at scoring the ball. Uses his body really well.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's falling, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Now here's DeRozan. 20 points for him last game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
And he lived at the line. They could not find a way to stop him without fouling.
Here's LaVine. They trail by 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You can't forget about LaVine from deep.
The Pistons have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Cunningham finds Duren. Back to Cunningham. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Westbrook outside. Here's LaVine. And LaVine throws it down.
LaVine shows off his toughness there, powering through contact.
For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Now here's DeRozan. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Pass to Šarić. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting. Ivy outside. Harris against Šarić. And here's Harris, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
The Kings trailing. DeRozan outside. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that. Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. The Pistons second.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Here's Schroeder. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Also, his ability to push the action and get to the line made a huge difference.
Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Achua. Oh, stolen by Harris. And now the Pistons in transition. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
And that one misses. All right, Coach, what's your favorite thing about this point of the season?
Well, probably the games between top teams. You get a preview of what those playoff matchups might look like, and it's certainly a big draw for the fans.
Achua passes to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Monk against Robinson. McDermott can't get it to go.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 7. Over McDermott. Good D by McDermott.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Outside Monk. Left side Achua. Oh, stolen by Harris. And here we go again. The Pistons on the break. Robinson in the post. Covered by Schroeder. It's good.
They're pushing the ball at pretty much every opportunity.
And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 9. Pass to Monk. Cunningham against Schroeder. They still need this. Got a hand on it.
You can see the length of Cunningham there, and his timing helped out on that block too.
Outside Robinson. Now here's Cunningham. Stewart, right side. Just 5 on the clock. Harris outside. A shot from the high post. Monk grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And that's a foul called on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Duren. LeVert comes in for Harris. And Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. .149 left in the first. Schroeder passes to Sabonis, and Sabonis slams it in.
Well, how many times have we seen Schroeder succeed in this action? He knows every way to create out of the pick and roll.
1:37 left in the opening quarter. LeVert finds Stewart. Now here's LeVert. Not a lot of room. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 9. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
2 on the clock. Achua gets the bucket.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to LeVert. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Down low. Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, look, offensively, you want to put Stewart in the pick and roll. He's just so versatile.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Schroeder with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Sabonis looking over the floor. Here's Monk. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Sacramento shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Green's checked in for Detroit. Ellis is checked in for the Kings.
Malik Monk. One shot.
The free throw drops for Monk.
Well, I got to say, with his athleticism, Monk is one of those guys who makes the game look easy at times.
LeVert goes against Monk. Pass to Green. Here's LeVert. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Both teams deciding to change it up.
For your Pistons, Harris, LeVert, one shot.
Free throw good, LeVert.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Monk, a screen on Robinson. Tries it from 16, and Sabonis the bucket on the assist from Schroeder. Sabonis has got 6. And so it's Detroit closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
On the court for the Kings, 2nd quarter underway. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Doug McDermott. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Monk in at the 2. Sasser's checked in for Klintman. Kings trail by 7. Pass to Sabonis. McDermott against LeVert. Now Sabonis. And that'll be Sacramento's ball as it goes out of bounds. Kings able to keep possession here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. But his father said Domantas is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Back to you guys.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Achiuwa with a screen. Puts one up from 19, and that one's good. Monk's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Whether it's with his jump shot or his explosive drives to the rim, Monk can hurt you out of the 2-man game.
Now here's LeVert. Back to Sasser. Stewart, a screen on Schroeder. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. 7-point differential. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what happens in this league. You can play your A game and still get beat.
And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
First one falls for him. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play. What an impressive job Sabonis has done in the league. Truly a premier big man. He's really expanded his game over the year.
Now here's Robinson. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Offensive board.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Achiuwa passes to Carter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul.
Sacramento shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Ivy comes in for LeVert. And Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. And the free throw, no good. When you're a 6'8" pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
Detroit leading by 3. Now Cunningham. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And we can't skip over his role as distributor. Huge impact, making all the right reads.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cunningham could run this play with his eyes closed. He's so good at getting others set up.
The Kings have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Clifford. Robinson defending. Here's Schroeder. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, looking determined to score inside. Great job by Schroeder to force the defense's hand.
It's his first trip to the line.
Schroeder, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And both free throws good for Schroeder.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Cunningham against Schroeder. Now here's Cunningham. He's closely guarded. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, for his career, Duncan Robinson is about a 40% three-point shooter, so he's got a permanent green light.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Clifford. Sabonis against Stewart. Sabonis, the pass to Monk. 5 on the clock. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeMar DeRozan.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
And he makes a first. So the Kings making a change here. DeRozan is checked in. Monk drops them both. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And following this one, they'll take on the Nuggets in Denver. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Schroeder, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. The fadeaway. And it's DeRozan missing.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
Cunningham looking it over. Back to Thompson. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Detroit, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in.
Right now for Detroit, give them credit. I mean, they've been playing very well this season, but they can't afford to take their foot off the gas pedal right now. They know they have a bullseye on their backs.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And BA, he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Sabonis, no good on that one.
It's hard not to be excited about Sabonis, a multifaceted big man who does a little bit of everything.
Here's Thompson. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. DeRozan up top. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Isaiah Stewart.
DeRozan drawing a lot of attention there.
Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Stan.
Yeah, BA, he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game.
That's good from DeRozan.
Well, he's an old school wing. DeMar DeRozan loves the mid-range, doesn't take a ton of threes, and does an outstanding job picking out open teammates.
That one drops. He ties it up.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
The Kings have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Schroeder finds LaVine. To the paint. Sabonis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Šarić checks in for the Kings. Westbrook comes in for Schroeder. And Sabonis, no good on that one.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 9. On the wing, Ivy. He's covered by LaVine. 4 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. And that one comes up a bit short. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Thompson against DeRozan. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Boston matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Trailing by 2. Sacramento passing it around. DeRozan against Thompson. Shot clock at 6. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Shoots over Thompson. And it's DeRozan missing. Detroit has gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. Stewart outside. Here's Cunningham. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Westbrook. Here's DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Cunningham. Here's DeRozan. Oh, DeRozan getting it done inside.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
They've committed enough fouls to be in the penalty already. Not good. They really need to concentrate on playing strong defense without getting too physical.
Pistons making a change here. Duren's checked in. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. The Pistons, #1.
They've done a great job using their defense to create for them on offense. Turn it over against this team, and you're going to be in trouble.
Pass to Cunningham from downtown. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Kings trail by 3. Westbrook outside. Back to DeRozan. And here's LaVine. The 3 is up. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Duren. Rebound by Sacramento.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Šarić, a screen on Thompson. Thompson against DeRozan. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Kings.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And what I also like is that they're being aggressive with the opposition, forcing them to foul them and then coming through at the stripe.
That's good from DeRozan.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Cunningham outside. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, as a lob partner, Duren's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points for him last game against Cleveland. Pass to DeRozan. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Šarić, a screen on Ivy. Stolen by Ivy. And they're on the run. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, elite speed. Ivy will be one of the fastest young players in this league.
Here's Westbrook. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Good. And the Kings lead by 1. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Harris outside. Cunningham on the wing. 5 to shoot. And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
And so here's Sacramento. Out left to the wing. Šarić, the pass to Westbrook. Here's LaVine. Ivy defends. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Harris on the wing. Šarić covers. Ivy against LaVine. Here's Duren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
Ooh, the soft touch of LaVine, knocking down the 3.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
The Pistons trailing. A minute 42 left in the second. Duren with a screen on Westbrook. And there's the lob. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Sacramento. The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A., Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
Shot by LaVine, no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
Harris finds Cunningham. Offline with a 3. Sacramento has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Up top, Westbrook. He's watched by Cunningham. DeRozan against Thompson. Pulls up, high post. And it's DeRozan missing.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Harris against Šarić. Harris passes to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Pass to DeRozan. Over Cunningham. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Pistons ahead. They're up by 1. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
On the court now with JB Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they thought of crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboard so much.
That would be correct.
Let's take a look now at that first half we just saw from the Kings. Man, that was close.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game. He has been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Detroit has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the center position. That's JB Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Westbrook. Sabonis, the pass to Westbrook. Sacramento passing it around. 6 to shoot. Sabonis with a screen on Ivy. LaVine with room to shoot. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Pistons leading. Harris passes to Thompson. And here's Harris. Back to Thompson. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Over Westbrook. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 16 points. Kings trail by 3. Outside LaVine. Over Ivy. Detroit with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in the game.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Ivy passes to Thompson. Cunningham, right side. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
And the defense was all over him, but Cunningham shows some toughness inside.
LaVine against Ivy. LaVine gets the bucket. He's got 16.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Harris left side. It's stolen by Saric. Now the Kings in transition. For 3, Westbrook. Duren with a rebound.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists now in the game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
And certain small forwards know how to orchestrate as well as score. Looking at the numbers for these guys over the last 10 games. In the third spot, DeMar DeRozan.
They're smart, athletic players who move the ball well in any situation, transition, the half-court set. You can count on them to just make good decisions.
Yeah, you can't teach the kind of vision that they have. Natural instinct to read the floor and find the open guy that they all possess.
Now here's Sabonis. 12 points for him. In transition, here they come. Duren with the bucket. And it's a 7-point Pistons lead.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
LaVine with it. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Šarić outside. Clock at 4. Here's Sabonis. Unable to get that one. Detroit leading by 7. Harris up top. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Zach LaVine.
Yeah, we've seen Tobias do this for years. Figure out different ways to score it, including via the free throw line.
Harris, 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there.
And Harris drops them both.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Westbrook outside. Pass to LaVine. 4-3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Now here's Sabonis. 12 points for him. Westbrook outside. Back to Sabonis. Thompson with a steal. And they're running. Pass to Harris. Now here's Cunningham. Šarić covers. Cunningham against Šarić. And it's Cunningham missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans. Thank you, Allie. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Cunningham on the wing. And he's going for the lob! And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Kings trail by 8. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Now here's DeRozan. 11 points in the game. 3 on the clock. Goes back up. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Well, Thompson not only matches up well defensively, he can turn back shot attempts.
LaVine against Ivy. Harris right side. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 10-point Pistons lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
And Sacramento has possession after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's DeRozan. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Ivy passes to Thompson. Harris against Sabonis to the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Now Westbrook. He's got 5. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon. And when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
Robinson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Westbrook taking his time here. Outside LaVine. Launches a three. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Good awareness from Harris. He saw the steal and pretty immediately got going the other way.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 14-point game. Sabonis outside. Thompson against DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To halt the run. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
And he drops the first.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Achua's checked in for the Kings. No good on the second free throw.
And there's no question that Ivy possesses a ton of talent. The most important thing for him is trying to be consistent.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 16. Achua with a screen. To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Outside Robinson. Harris outside. Robinson against LaVine. Pass to Ivy. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by the Pistons.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Ivy.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
And some changes here for the Kings. Monk comes in for LaVine. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Westbrook. And both free throws good for Ivy.
Well, a top 5 pick back in 2022. Jaden Ivey's athleticism sticks out in a league of athletes. He is that explosive.
Now here's Schroeder. DeRozan outside. Inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Harris, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris.
The Kings, Achua. Precious, Achua. 1 shot.
And that one misses. The Pistons lead by 13. Ivy with the ball. He's picked up by Schroeder. Count the basket.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drives.
Sacramento has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Monk. He's got 7. Outside Schroeder. There's a screen. Fires the 3. Detroit with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Thompson outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Robinson passes to Thompson. Uses the glass on the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Kings trail by 17. Outside Schroeder. Monk passes to Schroeder. Achua with a screen on Ivy. And here's Schroeder outside. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Robinson banked it in off the glass. Robinson's got 7.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Covered by Duren. And the basket by Monk. He's got 9.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
To the right side. Stewart inside. Achua's there. Achua with some nice D. Kings trail by 17. DeRozan outside. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Ivy. A minute 39 left in the third. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
And he lobs it up. And stolen by Stewart. Going all the way to the rack for the finish. And the dunk by Duren.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Monk against Robinson. Achua with a screen on Robinson. And the foul on Jaden Ivey. That's his third foul so far for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Thompson, and LeVert subbed in for Ivey. So the Kings making a change here. Now here's Schroeder. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Well, when Schroeder's on the floor, he's at the controls of their offense, and they depend on his passing.
Detroit leading by 19. LeVert outside. Robinson for 3. Rebound by the Kings. And here's Schroeder. 26 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Such an active guard. Schroeder is constantly moving and putting pressure on the defense.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Dennis Schroeder, 2 shots.
That free throw no good.
Well, whether starting or coming off the bench, Dennis Schroeder plays his role well and can be a source of instant offense at times.
And the second free throw is good. Cunningham with the ball. 18 points for him. Fires for 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Oh, they're on fire. The run punctuated by the big trifecta.
And so it's Detroit, sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back to the game after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Kings. Taking a look at the Kings, they've got Keon Ellis. Malik Monk is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Precious Achua, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot.
Remarkable focus by Schroeder, accepting the contact and powering through it.
At the line for the Kings, Schroeder, Dennis Schroeder, 1 shot.
The Pistons lead by 18. Now LeVert. Pass to Holland. And here's Cunningham, covered by Schroeder. And it's Cunningham missing. Well, the Kings shooting at a respectable 49%. Achua, and the basket is good.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Man, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Kings trail by 18. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Monk. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Detroit. Stewart's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson passes to LeVert. Stewart outside. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's Cunningham missing. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Monk into the lane, and he jams it home with authority.
Look how fast Monk gets to the cup. The D has to respect his speed more than this.
The Pistons lead by 16. Here's Cunningham. Picked by Stewart. Cunningham passes to Stewart. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the inside. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Ellis with it. Now LeVert defending. Knocked loose. Cunningham outside to the paint. Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
I just love to watch Cunningham orchestrate. At his size, that passing is elite.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Schroeder passes to Ellis. Sacramento passing it around. Back to Achua. Pass to Monk. 6 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And here's Schroeder outside. The rebound by Stewart. Stewart's got his 6th rebound on the night. Detroit leading by 16. Here's LeVert. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Now here's Schroeder. Inside. Here's Monk. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Pistons making a switch here. Harris is checked in, and the Kings also making a change. DeRozan is checked in. Here's Cunningham. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Harris with it, now guarded by Achua. Here's LeVert, and the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
Over his long career, when you look at the assist numbers for Harris, they're very good for a wing.
Now here's Schroeder. DeRozan outside. Pass to Achua. Sabonis against Stewart. Some solid defense from Stewart. The Pistons lead by 18. Harris outside. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Harris finds Robinson. Here's Cunningham from the arc. It's the trifecta. Cunningham's got 24 points.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Down low. Stewart against Sabonis. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Outside Robinson, 5 on the clock. There's Cunningham with a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Monk. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This is the utility of Malik Monk. You put him on the floor, and he's going to find points.
And here's Cunningham. Here's Harris. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
I honestly wish Harris got more involved on the offensive glass because, as you can see, he produces results off the miss.
Schroeder passes to Sabonis. Five to shoot. Back to Schroeder. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Cunningham on the wing. Monk covers. Cunningham against Monk. And out of bounds. The Kings will take it. And some changes here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for LeVert. And Jaden Ivey subbed in for Robinson. Sacramento also making some changes. Šarić checks in for Achua. LaVine comes in for Monk. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Schroeder. Pass to DeRozan. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Yeah, that's good work by Thompson to get ahead of the pack and finish the break.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Outside LaVine. DeRozan outside. Pass to Sabonis. Now here's LaVine from outside the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. Detroit leading by 20. With the step back, Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook, and it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
LaVine finds Westbrook. Sacramento passing it around. Sabonis, the pass to LaVine. And another Sacramento 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
What? Wait. Hey, Dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
LaVine, that one's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Ivy outside. There's a screen. On the wing, Thompson. Hey, puts up a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Šarić has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Sabonis. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Pistons lead by 14. Cunningham outside. Here's Harris, and Harris throws it down.
When Harris is cooking like this, get him the ball and clear the way, because he's going to keep his foot on the gas pedal.
Sacramento has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. DeRozan against Thompson. Looking to end this cold spell. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Another chance. And there's the layup. Good.
Well, he's not as explosive inside as he once was, but DeMar DeRozan still gets it done at the rim.
The Pistons lead by 14. Now Duren. Now Ivy. Here's Thompson. Ivy outside. Shot clock at 5. Now Harris. Let's loose for 3. Oh, he can't hit it. Westbrook against Cunningham. Oh, stolen by Harris. Cunningham outside. And a one-handed slam.
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Kings trail by 16. And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Time for our presentation of the player of the game, Jalen Duren.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to pull off. Hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't.
LaVine surveys the D. DeRozan, a screen on Ivy. LaVine. Oh, LaVine! Pretty.
Well, when he gets it going like he is tonight, Zach LaVine is a nightmare to deal with.
.146 left in the fourth quarter. Cunningham outside. Harris on the wing. He's guarded by Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Westbrook against Cunningham. Cleared away by DeRozan. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Yes! Using that window!
Well, LaVine is known for his scoring, but he's a capable passer as well.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Harris down low. Saric covers. Ivy outside. Duren with a screen on LaVine. Ivy! Jams it home!
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Pistons.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Jalen Duren.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Here's Jones. Outside Robinson. Now it's Jones. LeVert outside. Stewart outside from downtown. Oh, no good. Achua against LeVert. With a teardrop. He gets the layup. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Jalen Duren.